Okay, I'm getting ready to do another acrylic piece, and it's going to be on unstretched canvas. And it's going to be mostly grays with touches of blue. So I've made a white, then I've made 4 different values of gray, and then I have black. And then I have blue, and this is Matisse's sky blue, Australian sky blue it's called. I've added white, light gray, medium gray, dark gray, and black into it. So those are my colors for now. And at the end, I will add a spice color, probably something in the orange or red family. That's my plan, but I do want to make something that's more grays and neutrals with lots of white. So that's the plan. Okay, here's the canvas that I'm going to be working on. And it is an unstretched canvas that I had started, goodness, at least 5-6 years ago. And it's been rolled up in my studio all that time. I took it out and I just sewed a white area. And that's going to be basically my size of my canvas, and then this extra piece will fold underneath the canvas after it's stretched. So the white area will be the surface of my canvas, and I do want to measure that. And it is 30 by about 28 or 29, so I might go out over that edge a little bit to make it 30 by 30 eventually. And what I did is I just sewed that area, and then I put in some charcoal, made some marks, and then I put matte medium over that to make it more so it won't smear around on me. So that's the plan. Other than that, I have no idea where I'm going with it. I'm going to put my painting shirt on. I do have a painting top on, but it's chilly down here as usual. And I think I'm going to start with a brayer, because there's a lot of ripples in this from it being folded, and it's not flat. So that should work out pretty good. Now I'm going to use a soft brayer. Start out with some white. And I think it's going to be more of a grid. And even with the white being very opaque, you can still see my charcoal marks through it, which I'm liking. This is my light gray. And I think I'm going to end up making a lot of bigger squares and then going into it and making smaller squares. At least that's the plan. Okay, I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to come back to it, guys. Have no idea where this is going, but should be interesting. Okay, I'm finally back at this, and I don't like this at all. I have added a few more lines. Here is a piece of the saran wrap that was on my paint, and I was hoping to be able to transfer it onto here. Which I can't seem to do. So I'm just going to add it. Add what I have. Have another piece. Now I'm going to add more line to the piece. This is a Stabilo. I need to sharpen it. By the way, I sprayed those colors with water, and then I put the saran wrap on top of it, and it's been at least 5 days, and it stayed wet. Okay, now what I want to do is I'm going to put some acrylic glazing liquid on top of that, because I want to bring those lines out more. Now you can put it on with a color shaper as well. It wouldn't smear as much with a color shaper. You can even see them over here in the dark area, which kind of surprises me. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm just going to start out with marks. I don't know if I'm going to stick with that same palette or not. It seems kind of dull. I think I'll put some up in here. Okay, I'm happy with the line work. Now I'm going to put some thicker line into it, and I'm going to use a Crink marker. These are the ones with the roller balls. This is kind of wet. I want to kind of connect them. Put a few of them up in here as well. What's going to show, I don't know. And I think I'm going to paint with my red spatula, kitchen spatula, and I'm just going to put some some black marks on it. Some true black marks. Went right down through the middle. Can you see that? Oh well. Boy, it's really ugly, isn't it? I'm going to use my brush now. I'm using a flat brush, but I'm also using the point for a thinner line, such as this. Now I do want to get a very thin brush. And I don't want all those lines to be the same distance apart. So that's what I'm trying to change now. I'm going to use my light gray for some line. Maybe make a big circle. So I'm building up value as well by using different values of gray and black and white. I need to break up that line somewhat, that black line that's going through the middle. And I can do it with repetition. Now, let's do some glue. And I think I am going to change my palette because I'm not happy with this palette at all. Just moving my spatula in different directions to get different kinds of shapes. I like that. Not thinking. Well, it's really weird, isn't it? I'm going to go into it with the end of this brush. See what happens. I really need something kind of spongy, like a stencil brush. I'm going to take it right down to the bottom. And most of this is going to get covered up, but what I'm creating is history. Creating history. I always want to go through my lines so you can get through it. I'm kind of happy with this now. I just need something a little bit bigger in blue. Does that do it? So I have some medium. Well, I have like, I think I need to go even bigger with that. That's better. And I think I need something like right here. So I have some medium, I have one large, and the dots are small. I might make that just a little bit bigger. And I like how the canvas is wrinkled right here. There, that gave me a nice large shape in blue. And I have a large shape in black. I have some large and small shapes in gray. Now this is the light blue. Let's change that value up just a hair. Yeah, that also gives it some light because it's so dark. Believe it or not, it looks white, but it's that blue with a lot of white in it. That sure is different, isn't it? I like that. I found a framer here in Harrisburg that's really, really cheap. And this is going to go to him. Now, can you see how this is taking you across? Now, all of a sudden, this is taking you down. And I didn't do that on purpose. But I do need some bigger, I need one bigger shape in that blue. If I can find. I mean, in this light blue. My white that I'm using to mix in with the blue is not a true white. I put a little bit of yellow ochre in it just to take the starkness away. I'm liking what's happening up there. All of these shapes are the same size, and most of those are the same size. So I need something smaller. Those are smaller shapes, and they're different shapes. Now looking at this, I'm saying to myself, I need more black down in through here. And when you're using a spatula like I'm using, you end up painting very painterly because you can't be precise. There's no rhyme or reason what I'm doing. I'm just going with gut right now. Just going with gut. I'm just thinking that some of these blacks need to be blacker. This is the fun stage of the painting. Now this is my blue mixed with light gray. And I don't know if I need it or not. I want to simplify this a little bit. I'm going to go into it with a palette knife because I want to try to keep it painterly. I don't know, that might be too light. But it's a different color. It's kind of a warmer gray than what this is. Don't necessarily like that. So I'm not going to continue on with that. think I just messed it up. Nope. I don't know what I did, but I don't like it. Don't know what I did. I'm going to have to look at this again tomorrow. Decide what I want to do. I'm going to have to stop because I don't want to mess this up. This is end up right smack dab in the middle, so I have to change this. That looks better. One of these lines needs to come down further. This is very raw looking. I might end up not doing too much more to it. I wasn't planning on finishing this today, but I'll take another look at it tomorrow. See what I think. I like that. Put a little bit more white in it here and there. And I'm thinking this line, this circle here needs to be lighter. I like that. Now I need something over on the other side. And I think it's kind of warm. Wow. Wow. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, I'm liking that. Just barely touching it. This is really non-objective. Instead of going outside, I think I'm going to go inside. The only trouble with this, a lot of these aren't going to show up. Let me just see how far off that is. The framer needs 4 inches, and this is 2. 4 would take me right to there. So I have to do these blue things further in as well if I want them to show. Now I'm going to fill inside of that with black. Otherwise, if I didn't move that in, it wouldn't show. Then what I'm going to do, I'm not going to worry about the edges. I'll probably end up painting the edges black. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I need another one. This could be a 5th. See, my painting table is at least 6 feet away from the wall. So I have to step back and take a look at it. There's the 5th one right there. No, I think I'm going to paint those other circles out. This will be a big black shape. Now I need to continue this big white circle out. Looking to balance out the white areas. I like that. Bring that the whole way down. Just need something white. I'm just about finished. I didn't expect to finish this today. It looks kind of blah in there. Need to do something right here. And I think I'm going to wait until tomorrow because I don't know what. Maybe something in blue. Nope, don't necessarily like that. Have to wipe some of that away. Go into it with a gray. This is the blue with the medium gray mixed in with it. Yeah, that looks better. That gave me some interest there. I think I'm going to put, I'm going to sharpen my pencil and put some fine line work right there. Oh, I like that. And I'm sure you can't see that from where you are. But that's some very fine line work. Then after this is dry, I'm going to put some medium on this, and these lines will become more dominant. But it's still pretty wet. Okay, I'm done for the day. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a close-up now. But what I'll do is I'll also, maybe I need some white right in here somewhere. I'm going to try it. If I don't like it, I'll wipe it off. Maybe my white solid marker might work. Yeah, that's what it needed. Needed that line going through it. Perfect! Take it up. Okay, it's done. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to look at it tomorrow. I might put some warmth into it, even though the warmth is coming from the warm white. So, we'll see. Thanks for watching. Okay, this is it straight on. And this painting is really about marks more than anything. And it's a meander. That last white marker I used it's called a solid marker. You can look at all the history showing through. Thanks, guys.